Hey everyone, so it's been a while. I just got off of a Skype video with a client and inspired by some of the conversation we had and based on some requests from people in the past, this video is going to be about the magic of sex and sex magic. It's lovely out here and it feels like the appropriate time and place to talk about it. Sex is the full circle accumulation and balance of body soul oneness. Our experience of this shared space, this union, this central energy mixed with the physical 3D world and how we breathe and move with one another. Some of the biggest controversy with sex is that it is not honored, that it is overly exposed, very, very literally, that sex sells, that we should feel shame based on conditioning through religious views or just general household views, that we aren't raised in environment or place in our lives as children at a younger age where we can learn about it appropriately, and there's a lot of negative things attached to it, as well as views on masturbation and self-love. So wanting to talk about this in detail between these negative perspectives and the actual positive, beautiful, uplifting, and ethereal experience and sacred experience that this is, that we share with one another. Sex is something that energetically aligns you with things that you can manifest. Part of sex magic is knowing that when you are in union with somebody, there is so much power and magic filling up in your auric body, your emotional, your spiritual, your physical body, that as a solo person or as a couple, as a partner, you can manifest the things of your desires. You can use it as a way to get specific and intentional with the things that you want in life. Knowing that sex has the power to align us with something the same way if we constantly think about something and worry or in a goal-oriented mind frame, we see how the things we manifest come to pass or come to fruition based on that thought process. That is all completely and totally magnified when sharing in sensual release and experience and indulgence with one another or with the self. And once you realize the amount of power that's behind that, it puts you in this frame of mind where you want to be more cautious about who you are sharing your body and that central energy and that part of your soul with. In the sense of sex magic and ritual in different cultures around the world, in different practices, there is a unique way that people have for centuries, whether good or bad, have used this in the way that they build ceremony based on traditions and based on belief systems. So finding what resonates with you in a healthy and positive way and being cautious and aware and conscious about the partner or partners that you are picking, I think is very important and is what makes it sacred. At some point in time in my own personal life, I went through this deep inner work and my own ceremonies to release any cords, attachments, or energies still connected and attached to me from any partner that I had had previously, to prepare myself to call in appropriately someone that would be aligned with me, to change the way that I acted or perceived things, but as well to heal and to give me this energy of starting fresh and feeling new about who I was going to share that space with. And it is a very purifying and releasing thing, because we all have that desire to share in that space and that energy and that experience because it is natural for us to do so. But sometimes we literally just give it up too easy. And it's not necessarily healthy or beneficial, but like all things, it is about moderation. And what you are happy doing and what is in alignment with how you express your sexual self, your sexual body, your sensual side, your intimacy, how you share with others, should be honored and in alignment with your highest good. And in this video is no way being judged, but there are people out there that are doing things in a very unhealthy way, and it does affect them without having that awareness of the complete magic and power behind what they are doing. Also because we build up this energy in our root and our sacral and our solar plexus area, this beautiful, like, brilliant light, if you want to imagine it that way, just growing and growing and growing. And it is more powerful when accumulated in the appropriate way and built on through the mental work and the physical work to prepare that part of your body and to prepare that part of your soul essence. So in the act of sharing with yourself or others, it is released on a grander scale. But if you are constantly releasing that energy in short, quick periods of time without a partner there to back you in a positive way where you're sharing in that, but in a healthy, unhealthy way where you're constantly giving and exchanging of your personal energy as well as taking on those of others that may not be in alignment with your highest good or well-being, or is just spread way too thin, you don't have enough of that within you. It's like serotonin release for people with specific types of drug addictions or hallucinogens or doing Molly, where we get this boost and we release this overwhelming amount of serotonin and we feel this bliss and this ecstasy. And then at the end of it, the next day, the next week in recuperation, we don't have enough of that serotonin, that chemical left to fulfill us, to help us be balanced. And it takes us down into a darker part of our shadow self that is forced without a positive balance of those chemical release and those vibrations to support us in a healthy way in that healing process. And so therefore, in the same way, we have all of this beautiful sexual serotonin built up within us, and if constantly being released in an inappropriate way, we don't have enough to fuel to keep us going. And because that energy, that power, that magic is a huge part of how we manifest things and how we incorporate things in our daily life and how we stay mentally positive. So sharing in it in a positive way, in a higher vibrational way, really continues to fuel everything in alignment with other things happening in your life. If you're someone that is even blocked in this area, that isn't necessarily out there giving and giving and giving of yourself, but if you're blocked as if you're afraid to share in that experience with others, or insecurities get in the way, or things of trauma of the past, and that work isn't being done, there will be this block to other things in your life, because there's this ache, there's this need, you'll feel like a part of yourself is unbalanced in some way, and it causes a influx and deflux, right? There's this give and take of the way that energy will move through your body and in the world around you based on your emotional level, and how much that can be affected if not experiencing your sensual side, if dampening that energy and subduing that energy is not healthy either. So it's really about finding the balance and seeing the power behind this and how it is a natural part of you and it is not looked at in a negative way, but it's also respected and honored as well. In the sense of cultural practices and ritual magic and more in-depth, detailed information about the power of manifesting through sex and uh, Kundalini energy and Tantra and all these other magical things out there related with our sensual side and our intimate side. Let me know, message me, comments. I would love to make more detailed videos on this if it's something that you're interested in. And I hope that this was just inspiring and empowering enough to want you to find balance and appreciation and love for yourself and in how you share yourself with others in a sensual way. Till next time.